I'm crawling under the city of angels. I'm further from my own. The lights grow stronger, the fight moves under. I'm breaking under fire. No one will hold you, hold you. Every time I look into your eyes, I see this angel deep inside. You've gone away, so far away from me. A special engagement, she lights up the pavement. She pays her toe to the throne. She calls a man on the phone and says, I'm not coming home. Another lonely soul to please. You told me it's what you want. Every time I look into your eyes, I see this angel deep inside. You've gone away, so far away. Every day I seem to realize you save me from this fight inside. You've gone away, so far away from me. Keep holding on, keep holding on to me. I don't know what went wrong. I can't believe she's gone. I can't breathe now that you're gone. She's gone away to the city. She's gone away to the lights. She's gone away. She's gone away to the city. She's gone away to the lights. She's gone away. And I can't take it all. You can't take it all. Commit to your mouth. Nowhere to run. I'm taking you out. You can't take it all. You can't take it all. Can't erase me, can't save me. You can take it all. You can take it all. Can't erase me. You cannot save me. You can take it all. You can take it all. You can take it all. You can take it all.
Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the Relentless Racing League presented by Ancient World Gaming. Tonight we got the Sim Wrap Market Truck Series here at Nashville Superspeedway joining in during qualifying. Let's go on board with a couple of these guys. A very tricky track Nashville Superspeedway is. It's not your typical oval. The hybrid style track, you do carry quite a bit of speed going down the straightaways, but you do got to get, I wouldn't say on the brakes a lot, but there is a lot of off throttle time rolling through the corners. So it is a very tricky track. I know last night turn 4 was very interesting on new tires. Once the tires last night got about 2 or 3 laps in them, this track wasn't bad. I was actually starting to like it a little bit until I got KO'd. RKO'd out of nowhere. But it takes time. And you're definitely going to be patient and going to have to save those tires. Currently, Kyle Peacock on that pole. Gary Sack P2 right around here with a 21 of Kevin Stein. A little bit slower, but he did take the high line through 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 last time buys. Let's see what he can do this lap. Kevin Biggs, in the meantime, getting that pole position. See what Kevin Stein can do here. I think he got a little looser coming out of 4. Kevin Stein will go top of the board, 29-3-1. Kyle Peacock P2. Let's see what Joe Roberts can do. And my SDK is messing up. That's lovely. It's not showing. Alright, so we'll do top 20 right now. We'll switch that over here in a bit. Brady Price P3. Good run there for the youngster. Actually, I missed it. I was looking over. Scott Stewart's actually in the pole position right now. Tom Wiz at P2. Stewart coming off that very hard-fought battle last week for the win at Watkins Glen. He's going to be starting off where he left off at. Unless Joe or someone else can beat that time. Joe Roberts, though, not the fastest in practice. It seems like a track he struggles at. As Poland goes P3, knocking Brady off that top 3 starting spot. Joe Roberts, P8 for first lap. Oh, whoa. Did not mean to do that. Turn the cars up. Joe Roberts, second lap by. Don't believe he improved. Still sitting in P9. Turn the volume up, guys. Last race. Alrighty. See if we got some volume now. There we go. That's not loud enough here to SSL. This is currently running with 37. Doing his best Ross Chastain impression. I don't think he realizes it does not work here. Still got some people that need to qualify. Joey Bars is sitting on track. About 30 seconds left or so. Alright, so here's the question, chat, before you guys tune in. I got a question. So, if Joe Robert goes out there and does some stupid stuff, should we start a Joe ticker? I'll kind of show you what I mean. Let me set it up real quick. This is what it would look like, and this is just for fun. I mean, I like Joe. He's a cool guy. All right. So this is what it would look like. Give me a second. Here it is. Okay. Alright, so it would be something like that. I mean, it wouldn't be as big, but it would be something like that. And we would put it probably like right there somewhere else. And every time Joe does something stupid, we'll add on to it. What you got thinking? You like that idea? You like that? You like that idea, Jeremy? I like it. All right. Anyways, oh yes, yes. All right, Joe. If you do stupid stuff tonight, you're getting a Joe counter going. All right. Anyways, let's go through. I'm so excited I can't talk. Let's go through our official starting lineup here tonight. So getting that pole position, Scott Stewart getting P1 after starting P1 after finishing P1 last week. Tom Wizard to his outside. William Poland and Brady Price for row 2. Justin May, Kevin Stein, row 3. Row 4, Bradley Brandon, John Schollenbarker. Row 5, Joe Robert and Pretty Chestnut. Row 6, Kyle Peacock and Kevin Biggs. Going on to row 7, Michael Ball, Derek Pemberton, Jeff Neely, Gordon Spain, row 8. Adam Chapman, Chris Melton, row 9. Had some fun battling Melton there in the Fun Series the other night. Spencer Chisnall, Alan Grindle, row 10. Row 11, Jason Ricketts and Roy Grande. Julie Burchett and Gary Sack will make row 12. Jeremy Robbins not starting at the very back for once. Row 13 was Mike Hornbeck. Mark Morissette and Michael Brooks, row 14. Row 15, Preston Hornbeck and Joe Ibarra. Darren Cannon, Robert LaPierre, starting way back there. So that 77 Ancient Old Gaming Machine. Row 17, Jeff, Pete, and Riley Barden. Ben Johnson, Robert Denton, row 18. I'm going to add there for a second. Jones, Chase, 19, row 20. Leota, Bucher's not racing, Referee's not racing. I don't know your field, basically. I think the admins are racing. I don't know. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I'm not the back marker. I know, for once you're not. Alright. Give me a quick second while we got qualifying going on. Let me minimize that. Let me put a little... Where is it at? Is that the one on? Yeah. Alright, and then we'll update it. We'll go back to that if Joe does something stupid. That'll be the Joe counter. Anyways, Scott Stewart gonna lead the green. Pretty good race last night. See what these truck guys can do. See if they figured out how to be a little more patient. 80 laps of racing. 3 sets of tires. Green flag racing we go. Here are the Second Chance Toys 80 at Nashville Superspeedway. Early on. Oh, Brady Price getting really loose on that high line. Able to collect it, though. Is going to lose maybe a spot or two. They're battling for P3. Brady gets into the wall. 3 wide going on the backstretch. Joe doing Joe things already. So Robert started P9 up to P7. And there goes Kyle Peacock around out of turn 2 or turn 4. No, that was Bradley Brandon. My apologies. Want to say that is the caution. I'm not seeing anything else on my S. Yes, that is the caution. Go back and watch that again. It looks like Bradley Brandon's got on the loud pedal a little too hard. Went out of the corner there. Joe barely missing that. Surprisingly, no one else involved. I'm really surprised that was a caution because he was off track. Alright, let's go on board here and see what he saw. Yeah, you can just hear to step out on him. Nothing he could do. Does a great job keeping it going, though. Not collecting anyone else. What you yassing about over there, Mitch? What you yassing about? My Joe counter? My Joe ticker? So and that's another thing. So, what do we classify as adding something on? Adding a number? Like, does he have to wreck someone or just do something stupid? Whether it be cause a wreck or not. And real quick, Bradley Brandon actually only lost 2 spots from that wreck. That's how quick the call. Was it an admin caution? No. That's interesting. I mean, Isaac ticker. If there was an Isaac ticker, it's how many times has Isaac been chat banned or how many times has Isaac go off on somebody. That would be the Isaac ticker. I'm not out there doing stupid stuff. I'm just the one getting killed all the time by stupid stuff. I'm still finding it kind of hard to believe Bradley only lost 2 spots. That's pretty. That's insane. Taker broke a long time ago. Whose Taker did? You're talking about ours? No, I didn't. I just don't have it. See, look, it's there. You got it. Where's? I'll respond, but it's not family friendly. No, my caring about stuff meter. I'll leave it PG. That broke a long time ago. I think that broke about 10 years ago. No, about 12. Should be one to go this time by. So we could have made it like 40 something laps on fuel. I want to say the truck's probably around the same, maybe 35 ish. So if we get another caution by like lap 70, should be interesting. I might be way off on that, but I'm just spitballing some numbers in my head. Oh, Stewart's blinking. Also, by the way, real quick, if any of you guys ever want to give a shot at broadcasting and you want to give it a try, never knew how to do it, let me know. Hit me up. Usually by myself Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We'll probably just have you on Tuesdays, since Wednesday's the Cup Series. That's how I got into broadcasting. Taver needed someone. I said, hey, I've always wanted to do it, and I've been doing it ever since. So, anyway, Scott Stewart, Poland. Gonna leave back to green. Lap 6 of 80.
Green, green, green.
Flag is out. Oh, Poling got a really bad start there. Brady Price actually gonna be putting a 3 wide going into turn 1. No, he's gonna go low below Poland. Here comes Bradley Brandon trying to get back around the 51. John wants to broadcast. John who? Oh, seriously, if you want to broadcast, message me. We got yellow flag. Another yellow. Not seeing what it's for. What the heck is it for? I might have to do this. Oh, Ricketts in the 33. I think Ricketts just got loose on by himself too. You can find the right dang camera. There we go. Yeah, Ricketts is getting on a little too quick at 33. There we go. Ibarra may have made it through this. I think Ibarra got lucky. I'll bring out your second caution. Hey, don't dog it till you try it. Well, we got another caution. Let's go ahead and let's see if our Ancient World Gaming driver is in Discord. He is not. Might be a long night, everybody. Oh, I just realized something. I'm not even in Discord. Forgot to join the... Hey, Robert, what's going on? I think the booth got a copy.
Howdy, how are you doing?
How you doing, man? You didn't get quite the qualifying run you got. Still think you're sitting back here with the squirrels. Hopefully you don't get your nuts cracked. But man, not the qualifying run you wanted to get. If this track is something you're not used to.
Yeah, I'm just not used to running this track, and the few laps I've put on this track in different cars, I've never really been a huge fan of it. I just can't get my head around how to drive it. So really, I'm just
Go ahead.
I knew I wasn't going to qualify great. I knew I wasn't really going to race great. As long as I can finish with the truck intact, that's kind of the goal. I haven't been able to do that so far this season, so I'm kind of looking to turn it around tonight.
I gotta ask you, man, how much coaching is Bobby doing right now in your ear during this race?
I think he's just trying to make sure I don't wreck the truck like I have in every other start. Um, he and Zach both have been helping me a lot with trying to drive it, and Tony as well. They've all been kind of helping me out with how to drive this track, and it's been very helpful. I've already shaved off probably a second of what I was hitting earlier today before I hopped into the session. So it's obviously showing, but there's still a long way to go. I just gotta hope to survive all the chaos and see if we can get out of here with a decent finish.
Now, last night in the Xfinity cars, I could not figure out a qualifying lap to save my life. I actually figured it out in the long run, because I wasn't diving in as deep. I was able to preserve my tires. But I was noticing the first few laps on tires is really sketchy. Once you get about 5 laps on tires, these trucks start tightening up a little bit where it's actually pretty manageable to drive.
Yeah, I mean, in practice, it kind of seemed that way. I was actually tight from the get-go. I've got my brakes all the way down to like 45, I think is what I have my rear brakes set at. So I'm running like a way loose setup just to try and get it into the corner. and I'm still struggling. So, I mean, at this point, we have to see if we can even get 5 laps in before we wreck again.
All right, man. Well, good luck in the rest of this race, and I probably won't see you in the podium finish here, but hopefully you have better luck next week. I think Kansas. If we see you in the podium finisher, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Everybody gets a shot if I make it to the podium.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thanks, man.
I think truckers are going to Kansas. Yes, they are going to Kansas next week. I'm looking forward to that week after next. It says off. Scott Stewart going to leave back. Green has led every lap so far. And that restart was really paying advantage. Brady Price all over the back bumper of the 27 machine. Here comes the 21 looking low on Brady. Oh, that's a tight squeeze there for Brady and Kevin. Brady, though, looking low on Kevin. Kevin, though, with the more aggressive entry there. Able to hold off Brady. Actually able to get a really good drive off. And further on back, we got some action going on. Joe on the outside of Bradley Brandon. Brandon was running about 6th place when he wrecked earlier, trying to get back up there. Joe did not really give him any room in this type of track where you need to get down to a low line as the yellow flag came out. Neely involved. Jeffrey Neely involved in a wreck here. Ooh, 37 of Grandel just sent it in there. And I think Neely blinked out. I'm trying to see if anyone else got involved. Let's see if Lapierre got involved in here. I don't think he did. Oh, almost! Holy cow! That is close. Oh, I think the 38. No. Who was that behind him? Pause, dang it. Who is that? Not sure who that is, but he got a piece. Oh, they're actually still wrecking behind him. Just couldn't see it. Oh, no, no, mute that. Yeah, I hate pacing. It's like when it comes to cautions and pacing, that's probably the one and only thing I miss about when I used to race on NASCAR Heat 5 in leagues is there was no pace laps. Everyone had like 30 seconds after pit or not, and then it went right back to action. And the kicker is, it's like all these wrecks. Well, no, that last one was just. I wouldn't even say it was aggressive driving. Just I don't think Grindle knew that he was going to slow down that much. Neil was going to slow down that much. But the other two cautions that we've had has been single car spins, and that's really just a product of this track. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple single car spins tomorrow night in the Cup Series. This track is a very loose handling track. As a matter of fact, this is probably one of the only tracks I raise my brake bias at because of how loose it is. Everywhere else I always lower it, but last night I had to raise it, like to 67 or 68%. Alright, Pace's going to pull off and rack him up and try it again.
Green flag, green flag.
Brady actually does a really good job there sticking with Stewart on that restart. It's going to allow him to keep P2. Now they're battling out behind him. The 51 of Wizza and the 54 of Poling going at it. A little bit of bump there from Bradley Brandon. And you got to get down to that low line. That low line here is like the low line at Martinsville. You can't stay up too high on the high line for too long. Unable to get around Joe for the time being, and we got another yellow flag. That's our Chisnall involved. Oof. I'm actually having to slow that one down. I think that I'd have the fault Grindle on that one too. Just came way too far down. Gets into the 8 of Grande. Sends him up into not Grindle, Chisnall. And the 89 of Gary Sack just nowhere to go. Sends the 26 of Chisnall around. That's going to bring out our 4th yellow of the race. Well, I was giving Joe a hard time, but we might need a Grindle calendar tonight. A 4th caution. I don't think we've turned more than 2 laps of green flag racing yet. Oh. Two to go this time by. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's 2 to go. See, Brady Price can get another good restart here. He's really been the only one so far this race to be able to get a restart that can stick with Stewart. I want the park for some reason. Alright, so lights on the pace car have turned off. We'll try this again. Maybe hopefully get more than 2 laps in. What y'all think? I think we can get more than 2 laps in here?
Green, green, green.
Gonna play it out, see what Brady can do this time. Brady would not get quite as good of a jump, and I thought Kevin Stein to be on the inside. What is going on? Your old dad, Rand? I think I said that right, but what's going on? Oh, Stein getting almost contact there. I don't know how those two kept it going. Go back where we know the action's at. Back here towards Joe. Joe's stuck up on the outside this time. We're finally able to get a lap complete. Bradley Brandon going to stick it 3 wide, going down the front stretch. 2 wide now on the inside of Poland he goes. Joe sent it in deep, had it checked up. Almost checked up the whole inside line. Actually, it did for a second. Everyone able to keep it going straight, though. Joe and the 54 Poland still side by side. Rolling through 3 and 4. Got some more action going on back there near Kevin Biggs. We'll go check in on that here in a bit. I do not like that camera angle. They're still going at it. Oh, let's go back here and check on Kevin Biggs. I forgot what number he is today. 56, that's right. Biggs and the 42 of Chestnut going on it. Biggs able to finally clear him. For the most part, the top 10 single file out. I think the only 2 wide action we got is back here for 5th. It looks like Poland might be able to finally get the advantage over Joe. He does. Though Robert can have a settle for P6 for the time being. Melton having issues.
The yellow flag is
That's going to
out.
bring out the yellow. More than likely involved in Melton. Heard him go off track. Oh, did his steering wheel die? Oh my lord, what the heck happened? Oof. What in the heck? Something went wrong. I think his screen went black. Oh my lord. That's exactly what happened to me. Like, and this is a tough break for the 69 right here. He probably doesn't even see him coming. I bar and nowhere for him to go either. And then here comes the 80. Wham! They're all scattering behind him. I'd like to know what the heck happened there. Let's go on board here to 69 and see what he saw. I guarantee you he didn't see anything. You see him going off track right there. He's just entering the car. Yeah, no. You have no idea he's coming. Mark Morissette, I feel your pain 100%. I absolutely feel your pain there, my friend. Joe Stein pass for P2. Okay, let me see if I can't find it. Give me a second. It's gonna take a while. Oh, I think I found it. Nope, that's Price. I'm trying to find it, but everyone entering pit lane. Okay. There's Melton crashing. Okay, here. It shows Stein's pass for P2. That was a pretty good pass for Stein. Dude, what happened? Is he in VR and did his VR go out? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay. You said then Fox. I was about to say, we don't show 20 commercials at the best parts of the race, alright? My thing is, I think either his screen went black or ooh, this is interesting. Hold on a second. Let's spice this up. Let's max the thing out. We have some ties on fresh tires. This should be interesting. Okay. My gut is either his screen went black or his VR went out. Just by the way he went off track. It's almost because it looked like he tried holding the steering wheel straight, and then once he realized he was off track, he was like, "Oh crap, I gotta do something."
Hello, Isaac.
Who the heck is this? Nate.
Zach.
Oh, what happened there?
It seems like his game froze from what we heard.
That's a new one. I was thinking his screen went black.
No, he said his game froze, and from my understanding, he had no control.
That makes sense because it looked like, oh, Brady and Stein getting close. That makes
I figured
sense.
I'd jump down here and let you know what happened there because that was kind of chaotic.
I was leaning more on VR going out or screen going black, but that one makes sense too because he was holding the steering wheel straight and then out of nowhere he's trying snapping a hard left. That one makes even more sense. Okay.
Yep. All right.
Alrighty. There's clarification on what happened there. I don't. I recognize the voice, but when I'm in my broadcaster mind, I tune a lot of stuff out. I had a feeling it was Zach, but I wasn't quite sure. I don't have my Discord up. I have the stream up so I can see what you guys are saying. We're watching a battle for P2 between Brady and Stein. Brady getting tight. That's going to Stein to be able to get around him here coming out of 4. Kevin Stein back to P2. Let's go check in on Joe. Joe's on some fresh tires. Getting around the 77 Robert Lapierre. He restarted all the way back outside the top 20. He's still sitting outside the top 20. Actually, let's do something real quick. I forgot to do this. See if it works now. It does. So Joe currently in that 21st position on the freshest set of tires. Going back up to the lead, though. We still got a battle going on for P2. Brady Price and Kevin Stein still going at it. Here comes Bradley Brandon into the picture. I'll say this though, these trucks are actually impressing me here a little bit because they've been doing, seems like they do a lot better job being able to hold that outside line or the middle line, you could call it, better than the Xfinity cars did. Pulling, ooh, that was a close call there for the 54. Just barely cut across the nose of Wisdom, that 51 machine. These two are still going at it. Meantime, Joe Roberts able to crack inside the top 20, now sitting in 20th. Keep an eye on that 18 machine. This is some good racing back here for P2. And I tell you what, if I'm Scott Stewart, I am loving this in my rearview mirror. burn those tires up. And another surprising thing is Stewart isn't really pulling away from these guys. These guys are still right there behind Stewart. Oh, a little bit of door banging there. Brady Price has a little bit of drafting help going down the straight. And the 99 of Bradley Brandon be able to maybe gonna try to get him clear. Almost contact. There is contact. Stein loose up on the high line. Kevin Stein falling from second all the way back to 8th, maybe 9th, as here comes Kevin Biggs into the picture. Kevin Stein, a little bit of contact from Brady Price, had to chase it up the hill, losing 8 spots or 7 spots in the process. Now Stewart's starting to pull away a little bit. We'll check in on Mr. Joe. As we do it, Joe doing Joe things. 3 wide outside of the 8 and 13. Moving him into 17th, I believe. If you're Joe, you gotta be careful here. I know you're on fresh tires, but you gotta minimize mistakes. You don't want to make any more enemies, and you cannot be burning your stuff up getting through the field. And after a while, these tires will even out. Everyone's be running the same lap times. He's 17, trying to hold him off on the outside line, just can't do it. Joe's actually going to be able to get maybe around the 9 here. Close call there. 17 almost came down there and right hooked Joe into the wall. Yeah, he could have. Now Joe's just stuck in the hornet's nest right here. Nowhere really to go. This is not what Joe wants. Is he going to try to make a hole? Oh, he thought about it. They're going to go to the outside of the 42. That gap for the lead now is second. Oh, got a caution. Our car spinning. Could be a caution. No caution yet. Not sure who it was. I heard the tire squealing. Riley Barden has crashed. 027 stopped on the track. I don't know if it's going to bring out a caution. Here comes the leaders right behind him. This could get interesting. The leader's able to get by. Actually, a little bit of a battle going on back there. Let's go. Oh. Kevin Biggs going for an off-track excursion. Oof. Yeah, 21 Stein. Biggs was coming up a little bit. Stein was coming down. A little fight for real estate. And man, Stein is not having a good race. Was sitting in P2. Now Stein all the way. Where is he at? He's all the way back in 29th now. Meantime, Stewart had a pretty good lead over Brady Price, 1.3 seconds. Joe Roberts has made it into the top 10. Thinking Joe Roberts, he's starting to get to that point to where his tires have kind of evened out with the leaders. He's not gaining as much ground as he was. Still 3 seconds behind the leaders. Trying to get around this lap car. Going to use it as a pick, actually, and maybe get around to 86, and he does. Smart move there by Joe Roberts using a lap car of the 027 as a pick to clear the 86. Oh, that was a close call. Randall working to the inside of Peacock here. Not really. Oh, May coming to pit lane. And this is where it could benefit Joe. People start to come to pit lane, Joe could really control this race. Because he can stay out a lot longer than anybody else. Gotta wonder when the 27 of Stewart's come to pit lane. I have to stay out one more lap. I think the only taker we got down pit lane. Oh, we got a couple. We got the 99 coming in, the 31 coming in. A couple of takers. Now, if Joe can make it to the end from here, that's going to be interesting. Here comes Stewart this time by. Let's see what Brady Price does on the 32 machine. Brady Price coming in. Pulling and with us staying out another lap. But Joe in P3. They went 48 laps. But they also had 5 cautions help out with that. Here they come down pit lane. It's going to leave Joe out to the lead. Now, here's the interesting thing. So, Ball, stay out. I don't know. I don't think Joe and them can make it, actually. These guys went 48 laps with caution help. They pitted on lap 27. It's going to be interesting. Now, one thing this will do is if there is a, you know what, not saying the word, not doing the broadcaster's jinx, it's going to flip the field. It's going to put all these guys who did pit under that last yellow to the lead. They can now come in for fresh tires if they choose, which I'm pretty sure they would. Also, when we came down pit lane, Stewart was the leader. I want to say Stewart will still be leader. It's going to be hard to tell. Currently sitting in 25th. Maxes out the 25 drivers. See what we got here when it comes to stint length. No, Stewart would not be the leader, actually. Oh, maybe. Hold on. Hold on. What was his pit stop time? What? Pit lane time. That's not right. Okay. So actually, Burchett in the 31. He's looking to be in the best position right now. Joe's still leading the way though, but pretty sure Joe cannot make it on fuel! That was close! That's almost what Joe wanted to see. Damn near was a caution. Oh, I thought we were getting ready to see the 99 nose first into the wall in the tri-oval. Wow! Oh, we got a car spinning. 80. He's in the grass. And get it going again. Hopefully don't bring out a yellow. And it won't. Yeah, that's what I figured. 30. Okay, yeah, so I was right earlier. I said about 35 laps. Joe cannot make it. he had a really good lead, but the thing is, if he runs her dry, I don't think he's going to have a shot at all to win the race. If he's at 36 laps, yeah, everybody else can make it on fuel. But Joe, your leader. Burt Chet would assume the lead once Joe does come to pit lane, whenever that is. The 36 laps is the mark. Joe should be coming in with the next 7 to 8 laps. There's a pit strategy for everybody. Stewart must have had a really bad entry pit lane because he was leading the race by a good amount. Hit it with actually quite a few other people. He fell back quite a ways. I'm not sure what happened to Stewart. 24 to go. Yeah, I mean, if I'm Joe here, you gotta be coming in soon. I don't think the right call is running her dry. Because if you run her dry, you're going to lose a ton of spots. And not to mention, Burchett, Brandon, Price, they're all right behind Joe to get their lap back the hard way. That's going to put even more trucks back on the lead lap. And there's Joe. That's just how much quicker they are, too. Look how fast they close in on Joe there. Easily able to get by the 18 machine. Brady makes his way around the 18. Put 9 cars back in the lead lap. Your car in the lucky dog spot. Your first truck a lap down is the 37 Grindle, and he's right there behind Joe too. Not quite right behind him. There's a little bit of a gap. Actually, Justin May maybe looking to go to the outside. He's going to try the outside. Can't get it to work and have to tuck in front of the 54. Again, 37 Grindle getting a little tight corner exit. That's going to allow the 90 to get a run here on corner exit. Down the backstretch, aggressive side draft, Justin May going into turn 3. Joe on lap 34 in this run. He only got a couple more laps. This right now is going to be the battle for 5th, I do believe, if it stays green. He may be able to get around Grindle, pulling in tow. Now Poling going to be looking to the inside of Justin May. A little bit of door bang there for those two. Joe Roberts coming to pit lane. That should bring everybody else in. That should cycle Burchett to the lead. The Hornbacks, they're leading the race right now, but they still have to come to pit lane. Joseph's now pulling off the pit lane. Here comes Hornback. Mike Horn back to pit lane. I think Preston's going to pit lane too. Preston choosing to stay out. Oh, you know what? Oh. Huh. I don't know what happened to Stewart. I believe maybe he took the access road, but I know he didn't. Oops, someone's going for an off-track excursion. That's Andrew B. Jones. Here comes Preston Hornback. This is going to hand the lead over to Poland, actually. No, never mind. SEK is being weird. Or Jet will assume the lead. Oh yeah, they can make it on fuel. So Joe Robert with the off-style pit strategy. I put him back in 21st. I mean, you can't fault Joe. I mean, it was a great idea had it worked out. But unfortunately, the cautions, they just don't fly like he wanted them to. Now I'm kind of curious what lap time people have been running. Let's see what Birch has been running compared to Brandon. Brandon a little bit slower that last time by. And E3, they built a pretty comfortable lead over fourth. So, pending any yellows, this will be your podium. It's just who's gonna be able to get the win. And at this point, I mean, it's hard to tell, but Burchett's just looking so solid right now. Who does this time by? Brandon just ever so slightly quicker than that 31 machine. Just by a smidge. I think this is the time of the race now. If you're Brandon, you're trying to search for that little bit of extra speed, figuring out where you can be better than the 31 in front of you. Actually, I think he caught a little bit this time too. Yeah, 3/10 or 3/100. He lost a ton going into turn one there. That gap went from a 3.0 to a 3.7. A little bit of draft up going on a straightaway with keeping him close, but losing a little bit more here. 54 is faster than the top three right now. You know what? You might be right. Good eye, Gib. Actually, go to this. Let's take a look at that, actually. Oh, yeah. Wow. 2/10 that time. I mean, what's the gap, though? 2.3 seconds. Ooh. If he can keep that 2/10 a lap going, ooh, that might be close. I might make this race interesting. And this 84 Hornback getting around these guys, this is going to slow him down a little bit more as he takes away the line. 30.99 for Birch at that time by. Pulling a 30.70, almost 3/10 quicker. Ooh, this might be good towards the end. That gap now 2.1 between the 54 and the leader. Here comes Hornback to the inside, and that's going to slow that leader down a little bit. Really allow that gap to close. You see it closing there. Under 2 seconds now. As Brandon must have had some issues as Poland just flew right around him. What happened there? Let's go back and see if we can't see what happened with Riley Brandon. Out the path for P3. Okay, let's go back here. So what happened to Brandon? The 99. Something happened to him. Oh! Oh! I think Brady said, I'm tired of fighting you. Here's my right front. Brandon does one hell of a job keeping it going straight, but loses a ton of time because of it. he's still a little under 2/10 quicker last time by. I mean, they're there. They're right in front of him now. At least Brady is. Still a little bit quicker. Brady, though, he's starting to pick up the pace. 7 to go. The gap. I don't think he's going to make it. Yeah, pulling actually a little bit slower than the leader that time by. Joe Roberts, he's made his way up to 7th, though. But he definitely don't have enough time to catch up. So Joey Burchett, very well might collect a win here tonight. 5 to go this time by. I'll make sure I give you a shout out. Leader gets a 4 to go. Three to go this time by. If you're Chili Burchett, you just want to get these 2 laps done. Get that white flag. Because it don't matter if the whole field wrecks on the last lap. There will be no caution. I wonder where Joey Burchett started at. Wow. He actually started towards the back. Joey Burchett up 23 spots. He started 24th. 2 to go this time by. Joe might get a podium. Oh my lord, Joe really might get a podium. White flag is out. Joe chasing down Poland at 54. Burchett's going to win the race. The question is, can Joe catch Pullman? I don't think he can. I think it had to have been one more lap. Joe might have got him. Joey Burchett going to win the race. Joe Roberts is just going to barely miss the podium finisher spot. Just barely. He was chasing him down. Joey Burchett, your winner here at Nashville Superspeedway. I think those are his teammates. Thank you. Saying hi. Oh, Well, this race started off very, very, very caution filled, and these guys cleaned it up towards the end and made it one hell of a show to end that race. Alright. Can the 82 get the hell out of there? So I can look at the winner? Like, dude, you finished 37th. Get out of there. Seriously. Alright, buddy. Finish on lead lap, then you can do burnouts. Yes, the 82 finished 37th over there burning it down. I guess that's his teammate. Yeah, 82 Pemberton, minus 29 laps. Alright, anyways. Let's bring down our race winner, Mr. Joey Burchett. What is going on, man?
What up?
Man, luckily you guys finished that race with a long green flag run. Gained 23 spots when you started at. What happened during qualifying? Did you just not get a good lap, or did you just not have short run speed?
So, I've been up here with y'all a couple times now. All I'm gonna say about that qualifying lap is at least I got chicken, because that's all I had. Because I was trash. I bounced it off the wall on the second lap, but I just had to rely on the first one, and the first one was the really get up and go lap. So I kind of put myself behind the A ball. So I just went and grabbed the old chicken leg and said, well, at least I got chicken.
Well, man, you get the dub here tonight. I don't know what happened to Stewart. He had a decent lead. I guess he just didn't have the pin energy you guys had, because you came out, was in a pretty good battle with Brady and Brandon for a bit, and then you just started setting sail to a point to where you were just probably praying for no yellow flags.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and admit it. I never drove this track till I got here tonight. Well, drove it a little bit earlier to get the 30 laps of practice or whatever in for the race, and all my buddies over at Trackside Racing, they were trying to tell me how to run the place, and never really had ran a actual race here, so I didn't know where I was supposed to run, how I was supposed to run it, if you run it like a mile and a half or you run it like a short track, and well, you saw kind of my inconsistency in qualifying, so I just rode up top and was watching everybody and seeing what the hell everybody was doing. And that first half of the caution period there, that's what I call the first half of the race.
It pretty much was, dude. I was sitting here thinking, oh, I'm gonna be here till 11 o'clock with these guys. This is not gonna be fun, and you guys cleaned it up. With that whole second half of that, no, I wouldn't say second half, but about second half of that race with no cautions. So
So yeah, it's just after we pitted and luckily we had a few of the, I would say, much faster than me guys up front kind of start getting together before we had the green flag pit stop, so it kind of narrowed the field down a little bit. Luckily, or otherwise you would not be talking to me. Trust me. Uh, but after that, man, I just kind of tried to get in a rhythm, and those guys behind me, the two guys behind me, they were much quicker than me. It's just, I tried to run the same line and just run consistent to where if they got to run, they got to run on me. But I was going to try to just make it tough to pass, because I knew if you could stay out front after about 5, 6 laps, then the tire and the arrow will kind of keep the car behind you where he can't get but so much of a run. And then, I knew if I could just ever so slightly pull away. I come to the line with like .3 of a gallon left to finish it. So I barely just saved enough gas, but also tried to run quick enough to stay away from them guys.
All right, man. Congrats on another win here, and good luck next week at Kansas.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, next we'll bring in our second place finisher, Mr. Brady Price. And apparently, Brady, you don't got some friends in here, as there's people calling you out in chat saying you're a wrecking ball.
I I don't know. I mean, I think I made contact like once or twice with the 99. One of them was Netco, the other one he just drove up into me. Beats me. I don't know.
Well, man, you really solid run for you tonight. Usually, you get that short run speed, you can't figure long run speed out, but you figured it out here tonight. Put together a really good race to come across P2 as that whatever number he was, the 31. He just started driving away from you guys in that last part of the race.
Yeah, I got tires burned up a little bit fighting with the 99 for so long and just kind of was being able to mellow out for a bit of the race, especially the starts, just kind of chilling with Scott. He helped me out a lot with the beginning of this race. Just I really appreciate Scott and Gary and all them, Matt, everybody there. Just kind of was able to chill with new pedals and everything. That obviously helps because I had a bad gas pedal since I got iRacing, really. But dang, this was a fun race. I usually suck at this track.
Well, man, you come across P2 tonight, going forward to Kansas next week, going back to our traditional ovals, 1.5 miles. Good luck next week, and let you get your shadows in.
Thank you. I got to thank North South, obviously, Matt, everybody at there, Gib helping out, Scott with the racing, just everything he's done to help try to straighten up my lines and stuff. Gary for always kind of being background help and just everybody back helping support me with even my real life racing, especially my dad and stuff like that for helping get this set up for me. And man, it's the best finish so far. I got to go back next week and go get a win.
Yeah. Kansas is going to be an interesting track because it's kind of more like a Superspeedway track with these trucks for the first couple of laps. So hopefully we don't start off with 5 cautions in 20 laps next week. That was dreadful.
Yeah. I love Kansas, though. It's such a fun track.
All right, man. Good luck next week.
Yep. Thanks for the broadcast.
All right, next let's bring in our third place finisher, who got third place by the skin of your teeth. Man, was Joe chasing you down.
Yeah, he was coming back fast.
How much were you looking at your relative towards the end of that race? Like, oh crap, he's coming after me.
Yes, I was not thinking he was going to coming back on me like that, but happy about the rhythm I have a whole race, so just want to turn have green stuff. So
Yeah, and you really benefit from the green stuff because I think you gained quite a bit of positions. No, you're running in the top 3 most of the race, but you're really only one of the top 3 guys that came out back in the top 3. So good solid points race for you here tonight. I know you already got that win under your belt from Daytona, but man, just some I want to say positive, just some momentum. It's always important to keep up in this series. I mean, you're already locked in the playoffs, but you don't want to fall too far behind the 8 ball, and then come playoff time, have no momentum, be like, well, what do I do now? So
yeah, it's great to come back in the points a little bit and stay in the top 3.
Oh, you are top 3 in points, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, man, you guys go to Kansas next week. You know, like I was telling Brady, that track can kind of turn into a super speedway style track for a little bit because, I mean, really most of 1.5 miles are like that in these trucks. So hopefully you guys can get some good green flag runs going there and put on a hell of a show because, man, you guys did definitely put on a show here tonight.
Yeah, we'll see next week. It's a track that I like, so we'll see.
All right, man. Good luck next week.
Yes, thank you, buddy, and thanks you to the stream.
All right, so that will conclude the broadcast here tonight. Burchett able to get another win under his belt here this season. We go on to next week to Kansas for all the series, I do believe. But we still got 2 races left this week. We got Cup and Xfinity, or not Xfinity, we raced yesterday. Cup and ARCA coming here at National Superspeedway. We got Cup tomorrow night, 160 laps. Stage breaks at lap 40 and 80. That race is sponsored by Mr. Alan Kuhns. So tune in for that. And then Thursday night, we'll have the ARCA Series here at National Superspeedway. So tune in for those 2 races as we get ready to go to Kansas next week. And then after next week, everybody gets an off week, a much-needed off week for all of us. Looking forward to it. I got one more week. One more week and take a break. But we'll catch you all next time. And thanks for all tuning in.